And welcome back to Let's Play Snatcher with the Dangerous Kids. I'm Teo. That's Kyle Steele.
That is correct.
And that's Toneman.
That is also correct.
Star of Portlandia.
Star
of Portlandia. That's right. Check him out in one of the more recent episodes. He's dancing. All right, so we're going to check out this hospital, and we're going to find out how to get to the real hospital, the underground hospital.
Oh, now it went all freaking hipster on us?
Yeah, it's underground.
The real, total.
Most people haven't heard about this hospital.
Says the guy who's on Portlandia.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only footprints around are the ones that we left, so nobody else has been here. Obviously, they don't use the front door as an entrance.
Or monitor any of the rooms.
Right.
With cameras.
Well, one is a genital manipulation room, so who wants to be up there, really?
A lot of people, probably.
It's the sex room. Man, Random really doesn't like the way Snatchers smell. Check really carefully. No, Random, we're not going to go room to room again. We're just going to head straight into door number 3.
Move that damn desk.
Why don't you turn it on, Metal Gear? Why does your... What do you think of this room?
It's a weird design choice. I would have used light.
Huh.
Ooh, we didn't think of that.
All right. And back to this little mini game. Yes, Metal, we know. Gee, I wonder what we're supposed to examine.
It's in the face. Boom.
Nothing else in the
Oh,
drawer.
Too bad.
I love how Metal gets condescending when you do things repeatedly. Not really. I mean, I guess kind of.
Well, to Metal, this is all just magic and voodoo, so...
Their eyes don't register optical illusions.
Yeah, that's just totally weird, man. I don't know why Kojima thought of that. Like that's some huge twist. They don't see optical illusions.
Don't.
So let's just take down Snatchers with magic eye paintings.
Yeah.
That's right.
Look at this. It's their kryptonite.
It's a boat.
I can't see it. Hey, wait a minute.
Here we go. The stairway leading down.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
Peep.
Gillian's getting pretty good at peeping.
Oh, dude, it's one of his favorite activities.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yet there's no dust on anywhere else, but they do use the stairs apparently.
Yeah, they just like go up the stairs to look and then go back down. They don't actually walk around the room.
It's a very
Well,
narrow stairway. We'll have to go
yeah.
in single file.
Because there's no footprints in the hospital.
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
I told you he goes first down in the basement. That was a good call, Kyle.
Why don't
Well,
investigators...
to be fair, I would have thrown metal at about everything. It's like, you go do that.
Well, what do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs, sort of like parallel worlds.
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
So the inside's the outside, and the outside's the inside.
I felt more just half-ass interior decorators, so...
Another reception area. Still no receptionist, though.
Yeah,
place-
you'd think you'd want to welcome people to your underground base. But
Of course.
Well, why not? There's a black market that advertises in Neokobe. Why not an underground Snatcher lair?
As long as they still got the genital manipulation room, I think we'll be good down here.
yeah, let's
Oh,
check.
yeah. There's the genital manipulation.
Oh,
That's door number 2. That's the prize room.
it sees a much more action. There's just a snatcher there. It's like, yeah, this is what I like.
Come here, let me manipulate your genitals. Oh, but not with this machine.
Monitors are switched off, but the AC power lamps are still lit. Looks like these were recently used. All right. Door's closed. That door's closed, obviously.
Because why not? Let's just reuse the same puzzle.
Not reading any movement on the motion detector. So the Snatchers wax their floors. That's great.
Do they have like a night janitor crew come in here? It's like, oh, night janitors.
Why not the Junkers have their cleanup crew that you
Right.
never see?
Yeah, that's right. Like, not only is it the exact same look, it's the exact same switches.
Well, not exactly. You'll see what you'll see. Only 2 switches.
What?
Getting the third door open.
I bet it has something to do with the genital manipulator.
That's right. You put your genitals in, opens up the third door. That's why you needed random. Gillian's like, I'll put my penis in there. You run and open up the third door.
All right. Let's check out door number 1.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Fancy. Freshly sanitized smell.
Night janitors are awesome.
All those drugs. Whoa. How did we not see that before?
Apparently it's just a specimen. Model of a human skeleton. Standard operating table.
Now I'm just trying to think. They have a model of a skeletal system in their operating room. I'd be kind of like going to a doctor and then seeing like a chart of like, this is where all the bones are.
Yeah.
It's like, didn't you go to school for that?
A funky green hospital.
The funkiest.
Metal Gear is grossed out by the skeleton. I thought you said it was a human skeleton, not a Snatcher skeleton.
There was some movement. Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you for warning us right away on that one. Oh, I was reading some movement, but it stopped. I bet it's nothing.
Proton particle beams.
God.
And gamma rays.
All for cancer treatment.
Or the Incredible Hulk.
Ultrasound, MRI scanners, imaging equipment. They're all hooked up. Man, these Snatchers sure do waste a lot of power. Everything's going on in here.
I think Gillian's just like, well, let's trash this fucking place.
Yeah, I know. Like
Random's like, whoa, we should check the other rooms first. It's like, nope, we're gonna trash this place.
God. All right, what's in door number 2?
Oh, genital manipulation.
Yep.
I'm afraid of what I'm about to see.
Well, there's a pair of balls right there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are eyes.
Are you sure?
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
Really weird sound. Weird TikTok. Ugh. Biotech research lab. Yep. Micro manipulators.
If you people at home can't hear this noise, turn it up really loud.
No, they'll be able to hear it.
Like, I just want them to know how annoying it is.
No, it is annoying. The sound just cut out there for a second.
Yeah.
Apparently our recording device doesn't like the noise either.
Said no.
Ugh. Organs with tumors on it and shit.
Gross. Disquieting. Is that a real word?
Yes, disquieting is a word.
I don't believe it.
Well, Metal Gear used it, so.
You can tell it's legit when Metal uses it.
Disquieting.
Argon. A gene cannon. So this is kind of funny. Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Metal Gear's talking about how everything in here is like state of the art technology, but then when you look at the monitors, you look at the monitors. He said that this is like impressive technology. University hospitals don't have this, but then he goes on to say that it's like dated. Like this is all shit from like 20 years ago.
Metal is like the biggest like king of backhanded compliments. Like, oh, this shit's really good if you're stupid.
Yeah, like when we went to Gillian's apartment for the first time.
Yeah. Oh, this apartment's really well
Yeah, see,
done for
saying-
someone who's
saying-
colorblind.
Yeah. It's saying everything's dated and all that shit. What an asshole. Huh. So one person runs this whole joint. Yeah, I'm sure the Snatchers really care about violating safety codes. P4. What?
I do like that Kojima just like throws in words. It's like, oh, you're supposed to know what that means. Like, have we had any experience with P4 before?
Persona 4? Yeah, it's a good game.
No, he was saying P4 is the article in the safety statute. It's like paragraph 4 or something is what he's referring to.
Rotting fish, oh.
Decomposing protein. Who says that? Random? Really?
That's the second time he's brought it up.
Like, most people would be like, oh man, it smells like something rotting in here. Not like, oh, that's rotten protein. Random's just like really big into bodybuilding, so he like has a lot of protein around.
All right, so we got to figure out how to get door number 3 open.
Let it manipulate our genitals.
Because that's going to be the money room. Yeah, repeatedly pressing the switches ain't going to work.
See, I would have thought that pressing switch 1 and 2 at the same time popped 3 open.
Well, you're right. That's how you do it, but we can't do it right yet.
Dropping the mic. I'm awesome.
We have to go back into room number 1 to witness an event first. Huh. So he's kind of reading movement, but that's kind of creepy.
The skeleton is alive.
Trash the place. Gillian really wants to just fuck this place up. Let's burn this motherfucker down.
Like, he's been in other people's places, and it's like, oh, okay. Like, this is like the first time he's like, I'm just gonna freaking destroy it. I'm gonna go all rock star. People are gonna come in here and be like, what the fuck happened? And he's gonna be like, yeah, that's what happens when you mess with Gillian's seed.
Yeah, so to get this event to unlock, when you go back into the room, you have to look over the room again. Oh, God.
Wait a minute. There used to be a skeleton there.
Good call, Toneman. You just said the... Uh-oh. Oh, my God, it's Gillian's seed.
So is that a Snatcher?
That's a Snatcher.
So it's a Terminator?
Yeah, it's E800.
Okay.
It's a Terminator. Or Replicant. Or, you know, whatever.
Did I get it?
The Snatchers' functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
Oh, man, that was a lot of philosophizing.
The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Damn it, Metal. You said it was dead the first time.
know.
What the hell?
Metal just wants to see us dead. Like, yeah, I think
That's it. Metal Gear is secretly running the Snatcher operation.
He is a robot.
Yeah, I think so.
He's king of the Snatchers.
A tough customer. 2 whole bullets. I also like how Metal is telling us to be quiet because we're gonna hear.
Yeah, and we're talking the entire time.
Oh, we
and
just
then
shot a motherfucker. Like,
well, no, it's like when you look at stuff, Metal Gear's like talking to you, but then you try to have a conversation, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up."
only I can talk because I talk in optical illusions, so they can't detect it.
He can't see him, but he can just talk. Then.
All right, Random.
Well, that's a judgment call. He said his friends might be around. We don't know if they're actual friends or acquaintances or even enemies at this point. Like, we just know he doesn't have skin, so maybe he was just like the last picked Snatcher and be like, oh, wait for your skin, jackass.
Yep. Random figures out the puzzle. Use switches 1 and 2 at the same time.
All right, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The 2 buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if 2 of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
Heyo.
You did it! Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
Not really.
All right.
I bet it's a discotheque.
No. Get ready to be grossed out.
I always am.
It's a hideout. They're hiding. I don't see him in this hideout because it's a hideout.
All right. You guys ready for this?
Nope. Better be naked, Mika.
No, it's... My God.
Oh.
Good God!
I read 4 human skeletons in this room.
It's their morgue.
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatched from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 Snatchers.
Okay. So, what we're supposed to do here is investigate the bodies, as well as, well, whatever else is in the room. Again, with the rotting protein.
So specific. I mean, it's just like it's a dead body. I mean, rotting meat, rotting whatever, but rotting protein is just okay.
Pretty specific.
So one of them is more recent than the other.
It's the Chief or Harry.
Yeah, one of the two. Dust and scraps. All right. Huh. So how long have they been here, Metal? Less than 30 days for the current one. 4 months for the others.
I think we should also notice the faulty electricity in this room.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Bodies are severely damaged. Can't determine the cause of death. But can we determine the identity? That's the important thing.
Teeth are gone? Teeth aren't gone. Teeth are there.
Gillian points that out. Or Random does. Deliberately misaligned. Oh. So Metal Gear is going to prove useful. All right. Now get ready for a 10-minute long cutscene.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intercranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face,
Shin Shu O Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction
Fuck you
of features
two.
of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
It's the Chief!
What?
The Chief is a Snatcher! The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham!
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the Chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the Chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the Chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the Chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the Chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
That's far enough, Junker. Your little investigation is over.
It's them!
Who? Snatchers?
Get them!
Good God. Snatchers are terrible shots.
My arm! I can't reach my blaster!
I'm hit in the leg.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there?
Jin Shuo, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering Phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to Phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal, is that right?
Yes. Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow Junker will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The Chief! Cunningham! So that's why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a new race.
Modnar? Modnar? The Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but...
Our goal is to snatch all of the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
You're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker.
Just what have you have in mind?
I've got a big fireworks show ready for him. Better that than get snatched.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off fighting together.
Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a leg wound like this. I might as well have been shot in the head.
Well, there must be some way out of here.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all. No time to sit around thinking, Junker boy. Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready? When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run. And don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go! Run, Gillian!
I like how the Snatchers waited long enough for Gillian and Random to have that conversation.
Explains his plan too. Like, oh, they're talking. Let's let them finish before we kill them.
They're super polite.
Oh God, but poor Random.
He will be
gone.
missed.
He's gone. He went all terrorist on us. Suicide bomber. Jesus.
Metal, are you okay?
What?
Something broken? What happened?
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Gillian.
We were talking about you, asshole.
Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian, we have no time for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Well, I would turn on the light, but I'm going to leave you all in the dark. We're gonna save the game here, and I'm gonna leave you with this cliffhanger. Hope you enjoyed that 10-minute long exposition cutscene. I think Shin Chuo explained way too much, but we can use that against
I've already
him.
figured everything out.
Well, he had Bond bad guy complex right there.
Yeah,
so.
totally Bond bad guy complex. All right, we'll see y'all later. I'm Teo. That's Kyle.
Later.
This is Tony.
Hey.
See y'all later.